Good morning, good morning. We'll give it live a couple minutes to fill up. How's it going, guys? Another early morning coffee social. Figured I'd go for it. Why not, right? Go big or go home. Dootin' dootin' doo doo. Oh yeah, that's some good coffee, guys. Good morning, good morning. It always takes a few minutes. Yeah, I had this scheduled for like 5:30, but man, if you're up, you're up. You might as well get the day started, right? Isn't that what Ricky Bobby always says? Good morning, good morning. Hello, hello. Hoggy's the first one in the chat. Good morning, Hoggy. How you doing, man? Hopefully, another day in paradise for you. We'll give you a little Scout L2 salute, man. How you doing? Still my favorite frame, man. And yeah, definitely gonna get the pro version eventually. Hopefully sooner than later, man. But hey, we'll see what happens. It's definitely on the list of things to do. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Yeah. How are you doing this fine morning? I'm assuming everybody's sipping on the bean water. Nick Martino, welcome to the chat, brother. How goes it? We are, yeah, we go big or go home, right? We've been doing at least 1 to 2 lives every morning. Scout L2, too. It is, man, especially if you've got smaller hands, because, I'm not saying I do. It's great, but yeah, I think for most people, the Scout X would be the choice. But yeah, definitely got the little hands going. So yeah, fits perfect, man. You can grip it. I do the braced like this. Yeah, that's how I do mine. But yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I got my first cup of coffee going. I did schedule this for 5:30, but I'm like, what's the point? There's no real reason. I'll just go now. So figure whoever comes in comes in. Figured I'd bust out some flashlights this morning, man. Some EDC styles. Got the Olight i3T, as well as the i3T Plus there. This is actually the i3T2, so couple decent options. And then yeah, we got the Micro Stream and yeah, the Stylus Pro by Streamlight. Another couple valid options. I got a thing for the AAA flashlights. Not sure why. Maybe it's a little hand thing. I'm a Torque man. Love both versions. Yeah, no, man. We're like I said, it was either time to bail or just double, triple, quadruple down. It was yeah, the YouTube numbers were, they weren't pretty. What, no mean old Marlin stabber? Um, oh, you mean for a knife, Hoggy? Yeah, we're gonna bust out some knives for sure. I haven't decided what I'm gonna carry yet today. That's how early it is for me. You know it's gonna be a Phobos though. I'm kind of predictable like that. But hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Consistency is good. Never change more than one thing at a time. Some simple rules to follow. Yeah, that was a skydiving rule we had. Like once you're jumping and stuff, you're trained up. People want to go out and buy all brand new gear, but then you're learning some new stuff all at the same time. Too many things, so like, never switch out all your gear. Just switch out one thing at a time. Buy a new helmet, get used to that. Buy a new altimeter, get used to that. Switch it out every couple weeks or something. Oh no, your Marlin spike not remover. I can't. Oh yeah, the Marlin. Yeah, that's part of my cordage kit. But yeah, man, that thing is it's a beast, isn't it? I've got that thing tucked away right now. I think it's actually like in a bug out bag. I was playing backpacks. um, yeah, it's funny. Mrs. Bushcraft originally she didn't understand that concept. She'd be like, what like I joke around with her. Like actually, we were coming up from Deland, and it's like, hey, I just gotta. Yeah, it's when we first got together. I'm like, hey, I gotta confess, I got a bit of a problem, and she's like, oh, really? What's that? I said, I got a thing for backpacks, like not just backpacks, but backpack contents and accessories. And she's like, oh, okay. Well, I've never heard of that before. But yeah, next thing you know, I'm like ordering up a set of 511 packs and doing stuff like that. And we joke around. She's like, "What are you doing in there?" I'm like, "I'm playing backpacks." And she chuckled to be like, "But there's so many people doing it. All the cool kids are playing backpacks." And then and then she ended up watching a few videos on YouTube with me. And she's like, "No kidding, huh? Like this really is a sickness." I'm like, "Oh yeah, this'll cause you to get a second mortgage and spend it all." Like backpacks is fun. Yeah. Oh, did I say yeah? And then the ProTac series, the Streamlight ProTac series. These are pretty good. I like these a lot. Handy dandy to have. And somebody, why so many flashlights? I don't know why. This isn't that many. A lot of people. I've seen some of the people on YouTube with like hundreds of flashlights. They do that big organized picture and everything. It's kind of wild. But yeah, and good times were had by all. And then another great option. If you're needing more light, I know Nick, you carry one of these. The Olight Warrior Mini 2. These things are great. The 18650 battery is a good time. I find these to be a happy medium. They're not too big, not too small. They're not like 8 million candela. Yeah, good size flashlight to have. Yeah, I like AAA AAA's because they're generally thinner. Yeah, yeah, they are. They're low profile. I do have some double A's like the Nightcore MT2A. Um, this is a nice flashlight as well. But I'm eventually gonna get the single cell version. But yeah, they're like $45. Um, so I've got one of these as well for a double A, and the only short one I have at the moment is the Olight i5T EOS. Well, I got better lighting for the videos, and now it makes the flashlights look kind of chintzy. Do 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 do. Beam test, right, guys? All right. Well, that's enough. Stop playing around. Um, yeah, I think the Warrior series is a perfect size. Like I said, the 18650 batteries are great. In fact, I carry I know Nick, you're into that flashlight, man. This by Therm is probably the best carrier ever for an 18650 battery. Here we'll take. Like I've actually got two of the Warriors. Um, yeah, this is a Mini 2 as well. This is one of those. I got myself one, and then Mrs. Bushcraft just like got me one. She's like, I know you wanted one. Dave James is in the chat. Meow. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing, right? Meow. I buy a. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. It's a torch. I want to get a flashlight. Customize it says torch on the side. And that way there it's European compatible as well. Yeah. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, the cat, the cat. Man, the cat's been a stubborn little bastard lately. I don't know why, but when it like he gets booted, I'm allergic to cats, so he gets booted out of the bedroom when I go to bed. He'll wander in there with Mrs. Bushcraft, and they watch their Who's Done It shows together. But usually, she'll fall asleep with the TV on. I go in, shut the TV off, and get the cat to scoop. But lately, he doesn't want to go, and then we end up waking up Mrs. B, and then the cat's totally flabbergasted because she's like, "All right, you got to get out now." Um, Yeah, microwave him. Yeah. Oh, Nick, if I could get away with it, I got to watch some Who's Done It shows just so I could do that. But yeah, the 18650 in the therm, you can put it on. It definitely fits on Molly on like thinner belts. But yeah, waterproof, crush resistant. Um, and so yeah, the lithium batteries, like you got to kind of protect these things. I would hate for one of these to go off in my pocket or a pack or something. But yeah, and then once you've got it attached on something, it flips open. You got your battery. Yeah, so the therm is, I think, the best way to carry an 18650 battery. I don't think so. Yeah, yeah, I do too. Man, what's that? Oh, is the M9 Marauder? I think that's what it is. I almost bought that back in the days when I was still jumping. If you're looking at a $600 flashlight, but it was one of those holiday sale things, and I would have gotten it for like just roughly like 50% off. It was going to be like $300 or something. I don't know why I did it. I'm glad I didn't. Like I'm like if I that's like for search and rescue or some craziness like that, some maritime type thing. Yeah, they make great time. Oh yeah, yeah, that's my favorite keychain, by the way, Nick. Thanks for bringing that up. Um, what's this one called? Let's see. Focus says me. Oh, we got it upside down. Way to go, rookie guy. Yeah, the i3 EOS, man. I'm looking for a few more of these in OD actually. The reason why I like this, it's one of the few keychain flashlights that actually takes a AAA. So it's got plenty of light if you're just, for like looking for the keyhole kind of thing or something like that. Yeah, sweet, sweet keychain. My absolute favorite. And that's why is because AAA batteries, you can go anywhere and get a AAA battery. And unlike this thing here, this is whatever it is, the Streamlight Nano. Yeah, the Nano Light. This thing takes like the battery just randomly went dead in it. Right, doesn't work, but it takes like goofy little batteries that not every place sells. Like you're not gonna stop, and it takes a stack of them, man. It takes like four of these little batteries. Um, yeah, I think they're hearing aid batteries or something, but still, I should probably not leave dead batteries in there. So we'll just go ahead and leave those out. But yeah, that's the problem I had with this thing. Like when the batteries do go dead, you're not just pulling over anywhere and grabbing batteries for it. Yeah, I can get into those high-end lights, but they're out there. Yeah, there's another one that twists. Yeah, I've got some of those too, but those are rechargeable. I've got a couple of those. I used to have a pretty big Olight collection. I sold off most of it. I had a lot of the it takes a 51-200 batteries. There's a company called Nightlight that makes a light AAA battery keychain. Oh, John, thanks for the heads up on that one. I gotta look into that as well. Cause yeah, that like I said, we've got the Olight that takes a AAA, and that's like I said, that's the perk to it. You can get AAAs anywhere, but I've also got a couple of the Olights that are like they're rechargeable. Yeah, they pop open. They've got the USB. So when these ones go dead, yeah, you can recharge them, but I like something you can switch out a battery to. It almost became a must. Yeah, and this one, the IR2 Pro is this one's USB C, and I think this one's USB B. Yeah, yeah, but I like the ability to change a battery. Yeah, I had a internal battery thing on my headlight on my mountain bike, which I used for my EDC light when touring. Um, and that was my biggest pet peeve with the thing. Is it just, man, when the battery went dead, it has an internal, like, you can't even change the battery, so you'd end up sitting on the side of the road for 4 or 5 hours and waiting for it to charge. Oh yeah, I think I have two of them, the Warrior X. Did you see? Oh yeah, I think they're 21,700. Yeah, I think that's what it is, 21,700. Um, yeah, the Warrior X, they had like the Warrior Pro as well, which are like a slightly. I had like two or three of those. No, I had three, like, yeah, three of them. But yeah, like I said, I ended up selling a bunch of stuff after 2020. Man, I'm not exaggerating when I say I sold like 90% of my life. I think I've still got some of the pictures from posting stuff. But yeah, this is a great headlight for your bike. It also it'll mount on a helmet as well. Um, yeah, the Knight Rider Lumina Flare. This is 700 lumens. When I got it, it was fairly decent technology, but it's got an internal battery. Um, Here's the charging port is right here, so it's got a USB B recharging. But when the battery went dead, you just sat on the road for like with a battery waiting for the thing to charge. It's got like low, medium, high. It also has a red light on the back, which in your tent and stuff, man, if you're looking for your flashlight or doing something in your tent, this is kind of creepy cool. But yeah, absolute perfection, man. Why they don't make like a regular version of this with interchangeable batteries is beyond my understanding. They're bright and they get joy. Oh yeah, hot. Yeah, they get yeah, some of these flashlights nowadays they get crazy hot. Which is, yeah, one of the problems they have with them. But yeah, now there's a Warrior Nano. It runs off like a CR123 size battery. That's pretty interesting by Olight. I'm waiting for the OD version. And my movie check. I'm waiting for my movie check. Yeah, that is one of the inconveniences. They overheat. And the other thing I've had with the Warrior Mini 2s, and it was to fix the problem with the original Warrior Mini, is they've got that little sensor, this little piece right here at the top is supposed to be like a proximity sensor that backs off the light. But it works sometimes when it wants to. So, whoops. And the magnets can get a little, they're convenient, but they're a little annoying sometimes when you're trying to do your super duper perfect dress right dressed YouTube display and the magnet wants to screw up your stuff. Ground Fog, welcome to the chat, you geek. How are you doing? Yeah, Ground Fog ain't lying either, though. Nothing wrong with there's a couple nerds in here, a couple geeks in here, and there's a super nerdy geek leading the way. So, but good morning, Ground Fog. How you doing? Yeah, yeah, guys, smash the like button, share, subscribe, tap the little ringy dingy thingy so that you think you're gonna get notifications, but you hardly ever will. Um, yeah, so take one for the team and smash the ringy dingy thingy. We appreciate it. How are you doing this morning, Ground Fog? Always a pleasure, my man. Good to see you back in action. How is yeah, what's Ground Fog up to today? We're geeking out on some flashlights, nothing super major. But yeah, we're here. Got some flash. It's you don't realize how many flashlights you have until you bust them out for a live chat. Well, it's okay. Yeah, we do. We love gear, man. And there's worse ways to be in the world. We could be out there on the street corners or something like that, selling our booties for a cup of coffee. But no, we're not. We're geeking out on gear. It is a good time. Oh, speaking of geeking out on gear, for those that weren't here in last night's live chat, they got them going. Where's my stuff, man? I don't know. Here it is. The brand new Silky Nada 240. These are still on sale on Scamazon. They're like $60, so like 40% off. They're like 60.28 or something instead of 99.95. I'll let you do the exact percentage. It might be like, I don't know, anyhow. 39.23%. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, these are on sale. They're back in stock on Scamazon. So if you want to swinging around the kitchen and feel like a ninja, you can do it for $60 instead of $100 now. You can remove the plastic wrap whenever you want to. I left this on because sometimes people are like, dude, that looks new. It doesn't look like you've used that yet. Well, in this case, I haven't. Like I love that you get something for Christmas, and you do a short on it the December 27th. You're like, my new Christmas present. And they're like, dude, that doesn't look used, man. Do you even bushcraft? Oh my goodness. It is, Nick. It's a beast. In fact, I wanted to get the Outback version. Here's my plan. But the Outback version is $132. The only difference between this and the Outback version is they do a black oxide finish on the Outback version, and that's a whopping $132. But this one, it's $60. I can send it to Burkle Cerakote for whatever. I think it's like $50 or $60, and get it Cerakoted, which is much better than black oxide. So if that's a route you want to, yeah, send it to Burkle's, get it Cerakoted, man. Like yeah, he's another. He's got a small YouTube channel. He's cranking out. He's making some awesome knives now too. Some interesting stuff coming out. Fixed blades and folders. He's still Cerakoting, so. Yeah, it would have made an epic. Dude, I have a feeling this Thanksgiving, man. I might even in honors of A Christmas Story, I might try to do a duck this year, and we'll carve up a duck. Dude, imagine it's looking at me. It's looking at me. Whack. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. There's I don't know what trauma. Yeah, that's even there's a cooked duck on the table traumatize you looking at you like it's looking at me, and then your response to that is to lop its head off with a meat cleaver. Oh, that show never gets old, man. Um, could be drugs. Oh, you don't like the way it looks at us. Yeah, that was yeah, Christmas Story, man. I think we're gonna do Christmas in July just so we can bust the leg lamp back out. That thing's priceless. But yeah, anybody interested? There's no affiliate links, no links whatsoever. If you're interested in it, just go to Scamazon, type in Silky Nada 240 NATA. Is it? Yeah, yeah, I think so. Yeah, get the Silky Nada. It's cool. B&A has one. He swears by. He says it's awesome. He says it's the Grand Master of baton and kindling and stuff like that. But yeah, so those are still on sale, or they were on sale. They're back in stock or something. I don't know exactly what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm saying though. The thing's like 40% off. If you want it, get it. If not, whatever. It it's a bit hefty. It might be too heavy for some of those the soy boys out there, but you men should have no problem with it. Did is there any soy boys in here that we offended? That would make my morning. Oh, Hanson, good morning, man. Here's a little salute to you, my friend. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, I'm hoping everybody's drinking coffee or something, or unless you're drinking decaf, then shame on you. There's no point. Um, yeah, I think we talked about decaf the other day. I think B&A just about had an aneurysm. He said, "That's blasphemy. There's no such thing." Um, no, you're not. I'm saying you aren't happy with the way it looks now. Um, ah, Nick, yeah, you're right. I'm not happy with the way it looks now. I don't know why. I think yeah, I'm quite comfortable with it. I'm just looking for reasons to hook up, some different people in the community, some good people that are working hard, trying to get ahead in life. So, yeah, it's fine the way it is, really, for the most part. I wouldn't mind adding some corrosion resistance, and I'm really interested in putting Cerakote through the paces. So, if you're going to use something for batoning and chopping, I think that's going to be a pretty solid test of Cerakote. I carry big rocks in my backpack just for fun. Yeah, hey, there's nothing wrong with carrying big rocks in your backpack just for fun. Yeah, a lot of people are into rucking. Yes, a little extra weight makes you a lot stronger. Yeah, decaf, what's that? Exactly, Nick. Yeah, there's only yeah, we're not doing decaf. And then we went down the decaf road, and of course, it wasn't long before somebody's like, "Yeah, non-alcoholic beer. That's blasphemy as well." But what can you do, right? So yeah, I mean, it's the Silky Knot is fine the way it is, but man, I'm trying to do like an OD and black kit. So yeah, it's got the black rubberized handle. So why not get Burkles to Cerakote it like a proper? And I bet you the unlike Exotac, I bet your Burkles knows the difference between OD and lime green. In fact, I know he does. I've talked to him about it. Um, yeah, gotta support the small working class men. I'm done. I've been done with corporate American stuff for quite a few years. I've been some of the bigger drop zones, the big commercial drop zones we call them. I stopped working at those and I started working at mom and pop shops. Oh, what light do I have? Oh, we just had that out, old Hampson. Actually, I still have it out. I usually run this. I ran this for years. This is a Night Rider Lumina flare. It goes up to 700 lumens. Uh, it's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, it's got three lights ends. This is my headlight. This is one of the cool things I like about it on the back. Beep 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 beep. I don't know. That's not Nickelodeon. It's a different kind of. But yeah, I would even use this as my camp light and everything. Yeah, it's got the red light. You're in the tent. If you're grabbing something real quick, whatever. Awesome, awesome. But then boom. Oh, I've got light. Oh, who's there? Who's there? Is that Sasquatch or no? It's a scary, huge chipmunk. Yeah, this is what I used on my bike. And then I would also use a headlamp of some type. I went through like Petzl used to make great headlamps, and then they started making trash. I don't know why. But yeah, then I replaced it with this double clutch. But I'm not a fan. It's got like a search beam and well, that's yeah, this just fell off, man. It's gonna have to glue that back on. Maintenance, right? Got to maintenance your kit, guys. The cool thing about the double clutch, and this was my attraction to it, is it's got these lithium batteries, or you can use 3 AAA, but it's kind of chintzy. Obviously, there's pieces falling off of it. It's just the foam pad thing. We can stick that back on. But I always felt it was chintzy. I'm looking into the Princeton Tech headlamps. I really like those. The reviews on them are good. They're still. Hopefully, I get them while they're still making good ones before they sell out and do something cheaper. James, with the knot, I'm thinking of getting one. Yeah, if I had if I had something to chop with it, yeah, Dave James, I would. B&A uses one all the time. Actually, I bought it based off of B&A's recommendation. So, is that Swineplex? Hello, welcome to the chat. But yeah, and this has got a mount for either you can either mount it to your helmet. I've got it mounted to my front rack on my touring bike. Yeah, glue it back on with proper glue. Yeah, no kidding, Noel Hanson. You think they would have done that when they made it? Um, yeah, I'll glue it back on there. But yeah, I've been on the market for those Princeton Techs for a little while. I don't know why I haven't gotten one yet. Oh yeah, because I'm always broke. That's a great thing about doing YouTube, man. Is you're always broke, man. There's always something to be buying, but yeah, how's everybody doing this fine morning? It's good seeing everybody. We're here. I'm sure. I think B&A will be rolling in pretty soon. I don't know. Maybe oh, is he working today? I don't know. I can't remember. I think he just started a new job recently, or not a new job. They switched job sites. Yeah. In fact, the neighbor cut down a tree last year, and I went over, talked some shop with the arborist. I'm like, and it's all going in the wood chipper. And I was like, hey, I wanted to grab a splitting stump or two and some wood. Ivan said, I'll come over with my own saw and chop it up, whatever. I'll make your job easier. And they're, oh, we can't have you do that due to liability, but we'll definitely put some stuff aside for you, man. And then the uneducated ground crew came in and just chipped everything. Absolutely everything. Like, what a waste. Swine plagues. I'm in New Hampshire. Yeah, we had a toasty warm like 32 degree yesterday. Yeah, but I'm up in New Hampshire. Where are you at? Hello from yeah, yeah, dude. Oh, you're from New Hampshire. Sorry, I didn't see that comment. I just caught it. Yeah. I'm from New Hampshire as well. Um yeah, I grew up in New Hampshire and then went in the army, went skydiving, came back like 25 years later. And yeah, here I am in New Hampshire now. It's not what it was 25, 30 years ago, I'll tell you that much. Oh, you're from Ringe? I was talking with him last night briefly. Yeah, B&A. I did a live last night as well. B&A cruised through here for a while. Yeah. Yeah, B&A, he's man, I love that dude. Always a good time. B&A's always a good time, man. Well, he's a smart guy too. He's on top of a lot of things. He pays attention, processes a lot. Yeah. Yeah, B&A is always a good time. Yeah, in fact, I spent the last year or so, not well, last year and a half, looking for a spot to do camping videos, and I'm not exaggerating. 100% of the spots I used to go camping at randomly, we'll say back in the late '80s, early '90s, they've all been overrun by like the homeless population. Like I think the homeless population in central New Hampshire is a considerable percentage of the overall population. And I know a lot of them get shipped up from Massachusetts, Massachusetts. So yeah, that doesn't help the matter at all. Yeah. So how's everybody's day looking? Everybody staying busy. Everybody got some solid plans. Some cool things going on. Yeah, mostly I'm just grinding YouTube today. Yeah, Nick. Yeah, we've been banging it. Well, you know that. I've been doing anywhere from like 4 or 5 uploads a day. Like any combination of like 3 to 4 shorts, and yeah, one to two lives, morning live, evening live. Um, Born in Boston, moved here in '87. Right on, man. Boston's gone straight down the pooper. Oh yeah, that was a solid move. Yeah, more homeless than a few years ago. Rents are going mad. Yeah, rents are going insane here in New Hampshire. A few years ago, we were paying $1,200 a month, and in just a few short years, it's gone all the way up to 2,700. It's just it's out of control. Like, how do they expect people to live like that? Yeah, just the general cost of living in. Yeah, more homeless than a few years ago. Rents are going mad. Yeah, just the general cost of living, man. Yeah, just man, food costs, grocery bills. Yeah, just standard everyday stuff. Everything's going up like crazy, crazy amounts of money. I don't know how some people are doing it. I really don't. Yeah, like it's consumed like 100% of our disposable income. Yeah, Mrs. B works overtime. We're doing everything we can. But yeah, as soon as you get a pay raise, as soon as you think you're just a smidge up, then oh yeah, electric's gonna go up, natural gas goes up, oh groceries are going up. Again, at one point they were paying like $12 for a dozen of eggs around here. Like down in Manchester, New Hampshire, they were renting out chickens. Like, do you believe that renting chickens? Oscar the Grouch, good morning, welcome, brother. As a essay, where to get tactical slingshot? I don't know that there is a tactical slingshot, but there are slingshots. I go to Simple Shot. This is a Scout LT2 by Simple Shot. That's what I use. I wouldn't. I don't know. I guess that's a marketing thing. Like, you can just call anything tactical, and now all of a sudden it's 30% more, and it's for the cool kids. Yeah, Swineplex retired now. Worked in Woburn, Mass, 60 miles each way. Oh man, the commute is Oh, I used to commute roughly 2,500 miles to work, but I did it seasonally. For the whole season, I lived where I worked, so that was oh man. Um, yeah, you got like 100-yard commute every morning. That's a game changer. Like, I don't understand how people commute like that. I've commuted a lot for work. Like back in the day, like I would teach rock climbing in North Conway. Have like a half a day climbing session, and then I would drive from North Conway to Lebanon, Maine. And when everybody was getting out of work and wanted to do their tandem jump, I'd do tandems in the evening, rock climbing in the morning. But yeah, I was commuting like 2.5 hour drives sometimes. Yeah, everything goes up in price while quality goes down. Yeah, Nick, you're not kidding. Like, I don't mind paying if quality increased and they got to go up a little bit, but man, I'll tell you, Silky's got me disappointed. The way their pricing has gone, like all their prices have gone up 50%. Like the saw you used to pay $60 for now is 90. The one you used to pay, yes, some of them gone up even more. Like I used to get a Silky Zubat for like $60. Now they're upwards of 120, 121, 22, something like that. The Katana Boy 500 went from like 150, $160 all the way up to 352. And then they came out with the 550 Pro, and that thing's like $460. I just get a chainsaw at that price. Come on now. Um, but yeah, Oscar, how are you doing this fine morning, man? Hopefully all is well in your world. Always a pleasure to see you, Oscar the Grouch Man. Well, but we'll relate that back to when Sesame Street was still kosher, not woke. Yeah, no, they went completely woke too, and then we had to give what is it? We had to give Iran or something, Iraq, one of those Middle Eastern countries, like it was $20 million so that they could have their own Sesame Street. Like, get out of here with that. Oh, everything is cool. That's awesome, man. Good to hear that. There's yeah, I think that's a luxury nowadays, you know, like if everything's cool, if everything's normal, you just have one day of that's non-chaotic. That's modern peace, I think. Like Ziploc bags and garbage bags, all that kind of stuff, everything is thinner and cheaper. Oh, Nick, you should see the garbage bags around here. You have to, man, it's like $3 a garbage bag. I think it's a little over $3 now per garbage bag. It's a city thing. Like you don't pay enough in taxes already. So the only way to get your trash picked up is you have to have these purple trash bags, and they literally run like $3 a piece. It's like $15 for five. Um, yeah, yeah. Oscar, you're not lying, man. Today's people are soft. They are, and they jump to conclusions. They freak out. It's not all people. It's a lot of mostly the Kool-Aid colored haired people with the septum rings. Septum ring theory is spot on. If you pay attention to it, you just it's so true. Yeah, it's wow. And in fact, they get they're like they lack communication skills. So many people now. Like you say one wrong thing and they freak out. Like, oh my God, you're the devil. It's well, maybe you don't see it my way, but yeah, it's crazy, man. There's there's a lot of cult action too going on. Yeah, people in their feelings. It's time for that. Just get the job done. Make it make sense. Come up with a good solution through decent. Yeah, converse intellectually. Yeah, man, it's all crazy stuff. I kind of you can't help but laugh at some of it. But some of it, like, cause you think it's funny at first, you think they're joking, but then you realize, like, wow, man, this person is completely off the rocker. Like, that's 100% off the chain there. Like, yeah, make mental asylums great again, and make parenting legal. Like, yeah, have consequences. I don't know, but yeah, what's where'd my thingy go? Here it is. What's everybody carrying for their EDC? This usually brings B&A in. Um, of course, I'm carrying my Spider Coast Sage 5 CF. Absolutely love it. My EDC now for well over 14 months. Yeah, I have a few tats, but piercings. Oh, I don't. Oh, Nick, I don't mind. People can have all the tattoos and piercings and stuff they want to. Um, but just because you look like a super freak doesn't mean you have to act like a super freak. Um, I think it's part of that. Look at me. I need your attention. Narcissism, neediness. I don't know what it derives from. I want to say it's mommy and daddy didn't give them enough attention when they were a kid, but that would be pretty much most of Gen X. But we're pretty freaking normal. There aren't too many needy Gen Xers. But yeah, I don't know what it like. I don't understand that end of it, but it's easily identifiable. Yeah, Nick, bring back bullying. Yeah, toughen people up. That's what it is. You got rid of bullying, and now they can't handle anything. If it's not all peaches and cream, rainbows and unicorns, and participation trophies, they just can't handle it. Even video games, man, they don't even have to work hard at video games. They can pay to play. They can pay to win. Like I'm not gonna earn that big fancy laser bazooka. I'm gonna buy it for $29.99. Then I rule the game. Richard Harris, you get one of those flashlights. No, I don't have one of those flashlights that can start a fire. Not yet, not yet. Actually, I think the coolest flashlight out there on the market, if I'm gonna dump some coin into a flashlight, it's gonna be the what is it called? It's made by Ace Beam, the Terminator M2X or something. It's a dual head spotlight flood. Yeah, it's like a laser light. I've been looking into one of those. It has RGB as well, the red, green, blue. That's probably going to be my next major flashlight purchase. Don't know when, but at some point. I forget what they're called. Yeah, when I was a kid, abs would and run my mouth. Yeah, someone would. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Mike Tyson said that. Yeah, the internet has made people far too comfortable with being rude and not getting punched in the mouth for it. Yeah, man. Now, like when we were kids, if people got mouthy, yeah, you'd get into a fight and then they'd be like, "All right, it's over," we were friends again. But now they go completely off the deep end, and yeah, they bring the police in. I know I rocked the Battle Buddy All American knife spring loaded. Um, yeah, in fact, all this stuff with school, man. How many? Like when I was in the third grade, my teacher used to ask to borrow my pocket knife sometimes. Like yeah, he forgot his. We had the there's like the fundraiser thing where you would go out and get all your neighbors to buy stuff they don't need, and then if you sold a bunch of it, you would get a prize. When the prizes came in, the teacher didn't have a way to open the box, so the teacher asked like, "Oh, who in the classroom has a pocket knife I could borrow?" I'm like, "Oh, here you can borrow this one. My grandfather gave it to me, and yeah, he opened the boxes, closed it up, handed it back to me. Nowadays, that would get even and that we're talking like third grade guys. That would get somebody expelled. The Battle Buddy All American Knife Spring Loaded. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one. Yeah, Oscar, damn Skippy. A 9-volt battery and steel wool can also start a fire. Looks less macho though. No, that's totally macho, man. That's a straight up MacGyver hack. Anytime you pull out a MacGyver move, that's cool points, macho points, and wow, man, are you a scientist? Um, Me and my best friend became friends after we threw fists. Exactly. Yeah, Oscar the Grouch. That's how it used to work, man. Um, I've gotten into like yeah, we used to get into plenty of fights, and I played hockey in the winter growing up. So we all wanted to be pro hockey players, so we beat each other up for the smallest reason. Um, but yeah, man, some of my best friends, yeah, absolutely, I got into fights with it more like a couple times. And I went to the smallest school. It's closed down now because it has like two classrooms per grade, and we averaged about 20 or so students per classroom. A little school in Manchester, New Hampshire called Hallsville School. And so we spent basically, like kindergarten through sixth grade there. And it was the classrooms were divided like alphabetically. So if you were the first half of the alphabet, you went in one classroom. The second half went in the other classroom. And those were your classmates for the next like basically kindergarten through sixth grade. We were all weirded out when we went to junior high. Like it was like, oh, there's so many people. Like this is like the world is growing literally. You went from a class of 40, a classroom of 20. Everybody knew everybody to like now there's like hundreds and hundreds of kids that like over 1,000 in one class. Like whoa, yeah, that threw us for a loop. But and it was weird because when we went into the bigger school, like our little social dynamic didn't change much. We still hung out with the same group of people. Yeah, awesome group of people. Yeah, they should go back to doing stuff like that. Yeah, they don't even sing the national anthem in schools anymore. Yeah, yeah, because we might offend somebody. Like, man, if you're offended by the national anthem, or the Pledge of Allegiance, yeah, yeah, the Pledge of Allegiance is in the morning. Like, maybe you shouldn't have come here. I'm just saying, if your butt hurt, now's your time to swipe away. Um, yeah, our gym teacher would make us put boxing gloves on to settle our differences. We didn't have a gym in my school. In fact, we had our recess playground area was paved. We didn't even have like dirt or grass. It was all paved, man. We still played dodgeball and kickball and stuff like that, but yeah, no boxing. I mean, in 2026, you have to watch out who you beep at your car. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you honk the horn at the wrong person, they come out and blast you. Like, how? Oh man, that is a special thing. I remember we had a combination class of seventh and eighth graders. I can't remember exactly how it worked. It was so long ago. Yeah, we had our classes separated, but man, it was definitely some interesting stuff. But yeah, and good times are had by all. Yeah, I graduated in '93, so it wasn't I guess it was long ago now. Depends on how old you are. Um, but yeah, man. I never thought, man, I'm starting to sound like my grandfather. I remember back in the day, boys, when we could do this, that, and the other thing, and it was all considered highly normal. Yeah, we did the Pledge of Allegiance when yeah, we did too. Daily, man, all the way through high school. Um, yeah, like I said, I graduated in '93. So yeah, we did the Pledge of Allegiance. We sang the national anthem at sporting games. No, there was no freaks complaining about it. Like really, if you've got a problem with the way we do things in our country, you shouldn't be here. I'm just saying, go home. Like yeah, you're supposed to assimilate to our culture. Like what kind of madness is that? Like, somebody comes here seeking refuge, seeking salvation, starving little critters, we give them food, we give them shelter, we give them an education, and the first thing they do is say, I'm offended. I can't go to that school because they do the Pledge of Allegiance and it says God and that's not my God. Well, get out of here then, you little crybaby. Yeah, make solid backhands great again. Zoe the cat, channel member, welcome to the chat. Good morning, good morning. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Zoe the cat's one of the cats I don't mind, cause but Mrs. Bushcraft's cat, that its name is the cat's name. Its name is Minu, which I think that's French for cat or something. So not. I don't know. That cat's been annoying me lately. Such a stubborn bastard. But yeah, Zoe, how are you doing this fine morning? Growing up without cameras was the best. It was, man. It's yeah, it was the absolute best. Like we had cameras, but we just didn't take 8,000 photos a day. Like if you like film was expensive, getting film process was even more expensive. So yeah, there was a couple special days a year you would bring your camera to school, get some pictures of your classmates or something for later on down the road. But yeah, there's cameras everywhere now. Yeah, and not just for fun. They've got cameras on the corners of buildings and everything, waiting to, or nail you for something. Obito Gonzalez growing up. Yeah, Nick was 98, graduated in 98. So a few, yeah, I knew that. Well, I didn't know you graduated in '98, but I knew you were a few years younger than me. We've talked quite a bit, Nick Martino and I. Good dude, good dude. Minu, like from the one. I don't know. I don't know which. If it's the movie where like things spawn from the depths of hell and come up here on Earth, and yeah, that movie. Um, yeah, I mean that cat really is. It's spawned from the darkest, deepest depths of hell. It is here to torment me on a daily basis. If the cat doesn't notice Mrs. B goes like headed out to work, the cat will sit at the door and just meow meow. I'll open the door, the cat will look around, I'll close it, it'll start meowing again. I'm like, don't you have something to do? Like what happened to cat naps? Go take a cat nap, stupid cat. What's wrong with you? But yeah, and it's not coming to me looking for food or water or anything. I never give the cat any of those things. It's not my cat, it's Mrs. B's cat. And yeah, that's her job. She's like, you don't want to give it a treat, and I'm like, no, I don't want that cat thinking I'm even remotely its friend. Um, yeah, I remember drinking out of the water hose was the best. Oh yeah, man, drinking out of the. I think everybody, just about everybody here has. There's a lot of Gen X up in this in these live chats. Yeah, man, drinking out of the water hose, being gone all day. Anybody see? Was it last year? Yeah, some kid walked almost a mile to a Dollar General. Like 12-year-old kid walked a mile, 11 or 12 or something like that. Walked under a mile to a Dollar General to grab some snacks or something, and got picked up, and the mother was arrested for like negligence. I'm like, at 12. I'm like, dude, at 6 years old, I was on the other side of the city jumping off the trestle, like into the Merrimack. There was this great place by the Everett, not the Everett, that's here in Concord. Um, yeah, the West Side Ice Arena in Manchester, New Hampshire. There's a train trestle right next to it, and we would ride our bikes there, spend the day jumping off of it, hanging out, doing whatever it is, whittling some sticks, like sharpening sticks for hot dogs. We made a day out of it, but it was like miles from home, and we weren't just like going and doing a little shopping at the Dollar General. We are jumping off like a 50, 60 foot high bridge. And that was, man, I started doing that when I was like 7 or 8. I was still on a BMX bike. Um, Yard dogs' names are Ace and Bane. And yes, Bane after Bane from the movies. Nice, Nick. Nice. What kind of dogs are they? Yeah, we went home when the yeah, exactly. Yeah, when the street lights went on, you went home, and the next morning you got out of the house before your mom could give you chores. Like you pretty much got up, got dressed. Yeah, I had an East pack or something I would carry around with me. Whatever the previous school year's backpack was my summer backpack. And then at the end of the summer, I would typically need a new backpack for the school year. So yeah, throw a couple of munchies and some Capri Suns or something in a backpack and head out for the day. Jump on the bike, go to a friend's house, grab them, and before you know it, you were like a half a dozen people riding across the city, heading to the Trestle or someplace else. There was a rock quarry we used to go to up by McIntyre Ski Area. We'd go there as well. We'd jump off the rock quarry. They filled it in though. But yeah, man, good times were had. Um, oh, what? There was an Adam Sandler movie that's kind of based off of that. If you know the Manchester, New Hampshire area at all, some of the movies and stuff that Adam Sandler comes out, a lot of it's based off of that. He grew up he grew up out. He went to high school and everything in Manchester. My older brother went to school with him. They were friends back in high school. So I've watched his movies and stuff. Like if you watch it's an animated one, Eight Crazy Nights. There's a lot of references to Manchester, New Hampshire. There's like a reference to the JFK Coliseum, ice hockey rink and stuff. It was definitely a different time, man. It was a better time. I think that cell phones and cell phones and social media have definitely degraded society. Like, yeah, like I've noticed if you put out like a 10-second brainless short, it'll get tens of thousands of views. If you put out like a 1 minute informational short, it craps out after a couple hundred views at best. Yeah, a couple cheese sticks and a purple huggy, I would be set all day. Absolutely. Yeah, I remember as a kid I would eat dirt. Yeah. I a lot of people did. I wasn't one of them. I think eating paste was a bigger thing. I definitely I don't think I knew any dirt eaters. Um, but I definitely knew a lot of paste eaters, man. And they moved on to crayons and became Marines. Just oh, you got two pit bulls, Nick. That's awesome. Better than what yeah, Cannon's got a pit bull and I think I want to say a chocolate lab. But dude's also got a corgi, one of those little barking cats, which is just priceless. Is yeah, you talk to Cannon, he's 110% jarhead devil dog leatherneck, rocks the Eagle Globe and Anchor, 110% U.S. Marine with little pocket sized corgi. It's priceless. Like, come on, man. I thought you were supposed to have an English bulldog. I'm pretty sure that's the Marine Corps mascot there. Sir, I have something important to say to you. Buy Toyota. Well, all right, man. Go ahead, give it a try. If it's that important, go ahead and we'll see how it goes. You're stronger than you realize and braver than you feel your hardest days. Every small step you take is proof that you're growing, learning, and becoming someone powerful in your own way. Yeah, I appreciate that, my man. I already knew that though. Um, but yeah, I appreciate it. We'll spread the word around. Yeah, yeah. People are typically better than what they usually realize. They're capable of more than what they realize. And I enjoy motivating people to go ahead and take that leap in life. Yeah, that is deep. Damn Toyota. I ate crayons as a kid, and I think back in the day was better than today. That's what's up. Yeah, man, that's man, it's like a Hallmark moment, isn't it? These magic moments. um, yeah, yeah, and good times are had by all, without a doubt. Um, yeah, that's how we do things, man. I try to encourage people to do more than what they can do. Like always be a better version of yourself. Be the best version of yourself you can be. But yeah, man, I forget where that saying comes from. There's a it's on a Hallmark card or an American Greetings card. I got that for the daughter on graduation. And yeah, Obito, nothing wrong with eating crayons, man. Some of my best friends are crayon eaters. In fact, we recently found out that DeWalt makes the best red crayons there is. So yeah, some people have moved on from Crayola, and DeWalt has like these jumbo red crayons now. It's awesome. How we get a little like this? Not sure. That's yeah. One thing that's for sure, life goes by unbelievably fast. So take time to try and enjoy it. Yeah, Nick, you're absolutely right, man. And it seems like the older we get, the faster that time goes by. When you finally realize that, wow, it's just cruising by. Yeah, absolutely make the best of it. Make the best of every day. Um, even when life serves you lemonade, or yeah, when life serves you lemons, don't make lemonade, man. Make like a trebuchet, and launch those lemons back in life. That's always. Oh, speaking of lemons, man, we were gonna get a deal with Monster Energy. I thought we were, but it turned out to be a scam. Yeah, so if anybody contacts you offering like a car wrap and they're gonna pay you like $500 a week to drive it around, like I would have done it for free, to be honest. Like I enjoy Monster Energy, but it made sense to me because I have worked with plenty of people, and including myself, that have been sponsored by Red Bull or Go Fast or one of the energy drink companies. So it was making sense to me. But yeah, come to find out, it's just a check fraud scam. So yeah, beware. What they do is they offer you like, hey, we're gonna pay you X amount of dollars. In this case, it was like 500 a week to have your car wrapped, your car wrapped. And then what they do is it's going to be professionally installed by a local installer, and they try to send you a check for $4,550. And what you have to do is you have to pay the installer $4,050, and you just transfer it from one to another. But I'm like, why would Monster Energy need to like send me the money to put in my account and then pay the installer? It's their deal. That just doesn't make any sense. They would just pay them directly and pay me directly. Like, why would they do that? Because they're clearly well beyond the simple logic of it. Like, why am I going to pay taxes on that money? So yeah, it's just one big scam. It's a check fraud scam, and because your bank will make it available sooner than later, and then they walk away with $4,050. You're in debt $4,050. So yeah, no, Nick, it was an absolute scam, man. It really was. And then to add insult to injury, man, I tried doing a short on it last night, like, hey, avoid this scam kind of thing. And it was the worst thing I had ever uploaded. Like in 4 hours, it got 38 views. You can't see it anymore. I deleted it. It was crashing all the, like, YouTube stopped putting out all my other videos because I uploaded this like unpolished turd nugget of a short. Trying to, and that's the thing. If you try to do something meaningful, like, hey, there's a scam going around. I'd like to make everybody aware of it so that you don't lose $4,050. Yeah, YouTube is, oh no, we can't have that. Yeah, that's oh, go figure, right? Nobody was interested in watching it. Like, yeah, 38 views in 4 hours on a short is just absurd. Um, yeah, Nick, and it was, oh, yeah, it was so disappointing, man. I thought, I'm like, oh, here's my break, like $500 a week for 3 or 4 months, and nobody's working hard for it. And we were talking about, we're gonna finance the channel with it because getting gear and everything is stupid expensive. So yeah, we thought we finally caught a break or something, and yeah, wah wah wah. But fortunately, it worked out in the end. I'm no worse off for it. My dad told me once, we are all from stupid. We can talk, we can walk, we can't even feed ourselves. How long you stay stupid through your life is up to you. Yeah, Oscar, that's a fact, man. Yeah, self education goes a long way. Self education, trying to better yourself physically, mentally, emotionally. Yeah, man, it's all part of life. I've always tried to do my best. Yeah, Oscar dropping truth bombs this morning. Ain't that a fact? Yeah. I don't know. I think some people, I think once you reach a certain level of stupid, you can't fix it. It's like severe brainwashing. Once you've been seriously brainwashed, that's it. Game over. You're just, there's no coming back. Like the old saying goes, it's easier to fool somebody than it is to convince them that they've been fooled. And I think we've got a whole lot of that going on because nobody wants to feel the fool. They're like, what do you mean? That's, I've been tricked. That's not the way things are. Yeah, nobody wants to feel that way. Nobody wants to feel as if they've been duped. So yeah, it's much easier to fool somebody than it is to convince them they've been fooled. Like I think lots of things get caught up. Like, oh, here he is, the man of the hour, B&A, brand new American. Welcome to the chat, Pat. How you doing, brother? Always looking forward to seeing you. Of course, we got the our EDC for today is the Spyderco Sage 5. Um, Sage 5 CF. Well, I've said that once or twice, haven't I? You think I'd be better at it by now? At least we haven't had the avalanche special effects camera thing going on yet. But yeah, I'm keeping the pocket lint out of it, man. It's open and nice and smooth again. We got it all dialed back in. Yeah, I think last week it got a little pocket lint and stuff in there, and yeah, we could call it operator error too. I'm fine with that. Did you ever get to work with Monster during your career, Tom? No, I never got to work with Monster Energy. I did work with Red Bull doing wingsuits and stuff like that, and Go Fast. I was working with Go Fast and Luigi Canny in the smallest landable parachute in the world thing he had. Dude is crazy. Yeah, Luigi Canny. The dude is he's a Brazilian dude. 47 flavors are crazy. And he was, dude, I've got kites that were way bigger than the parachutes he was landing. But it was, yeah, good times were had by all on that one. Dude is, yeah, Luigi Caney, great guy, all around fun, great energy. But I'm not gonna lie, man, the dude is two sandwiches shy of a picnic. Like, I've flown some small parachutes, like 84 square feet and 79 square feet. But I was weighing about 150 pounds at the time, like total body weight, exit weight of about 165. So I was loading it at like 2.3, 2.4 wing loading, which you take your total exit weight and you divide it into the square feet of the parachute, and then that's how you get your wing loading. But yeah, man. Yeah. So Red Bull and Go Fast, but never Monster, which doesn't make any sense. In fact, when I was doing this stuff with the Go Fast, they gave me a whole bunch of crap because I was drinking Monster Energy drinks, rocking a Go Fast jersey and stuff. They're like, dude, you drink one of ours, they're free. I'm like, I don't care, man. I'd rather pay for deliciousness than. Yeah, I think that's why Go Fast Energy never really took off. They just never quite met it in the flavor department. Is there an upside to a small parachute over a large one? There are. Smaller parachutes tend to go faster. Therefore, you can fly smaller parachutes in higher winds. But there comes a point where they're wow. Yeah, they're sketchy, man. They're twitchy. They react fast. The faster you go, the quicker the reaction time, and the more chance you have of having a less than desirable landing. Um, Kaylin, oh yeah, thanks, Oscar. Yeah, this spider coat. This was gifted to me by B&A. Yeah, like oh 14, 15, yeah, 15 months, 14 months ago. Like yeah, Christmas 2024. Right before Christmas, like the beginning of December, end of November. B&A had gifted this to me because I didn't have a folder. And times are different back then. They're getting better slowly but surely, but and since then, I've carried this has been my one and only EDC folder, and when B&A gifted it to me, it was kind of like if you had to give away a dog or well, not a cat, would buy cake and ice cream if we gave away a cat, but if you had to give away your dog or something, you're like you want it to go to a good home, you want to make sure it's well taken care of and stuff. So I assured B&A after he gifted me such a nice knife, I said, "Don't worry, man. I'll uh, I'll keep it in a warm pocket. I'll keep it oiled. I'll keep it sharp. I'll keep it stropped. And if you'd like, on occasion, I can send him a picture. I'll send him some pictures. It's a good life. We got a big backyard for it to roam around in. But yeah, it's been a great knife. It's been my one and only folder now for the entire time. I don't know exactly what the date is, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoy it. It's perfect. It's nice and slim. Goes in the front left pocket every single day. I don't use the pocket clip. Just sits in the bottom of my pocket. It's the only thing I put in that pocket. And it's getting to be kind of famous, man. I bet you this one knife has been in more lives and more videos than any other knife on YouTube. It's out there. This will even I don't know. Scab does the daily thing. I was gonna say it would compete with the Scab's got like 400 and something videos on one knife. But it does come out every live all the time. So yeah, the thing I'm not into the spring loaded stuff because it's just something else to break. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if it does or doesn't, but I like manual. And the spring, I mean, once you get it down, I mean, like, what's the difference? These open just as actually they close easier than a spring assist. So you usually got to do the two-handed, to get the spring down. So, but with this, you can one-hand it both ways. My knife goes both ways. Does yours? Um, Chevy Butt Outdoors. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Good morning. Yeah, we love the early morning lives, Solid Snake. Yeah, the early morning lives. I'm trying to fine tune it because I noticed if I start the live too early, we get a lot of the West Coast weirdos, if you know what I mean. We're not going to go down that political road. But yeah, I think 4:30 is a pretty sweet spot to start about. I think they've finally run out of gas or weed and gone to sleep for the night. But yeah, it's a good time, man. All the working class, blue collared, honest, good guys are up this time of the morning having a good time. But yeah, good morning, good morning. Yeah, Chevy, we're having an awesome day. I love Scab too. Scab is a great guy. He really is. He's 100% genuine. He's a very honest man. He offered to help me out as well. I wasn't sure how I was going to be doing this channel and stuff, and we ended up on the phone a few times. And Scab offered to send me a whole bunch of knives. He's like, "Hey man, I'll box up some knives, and it'll be some good reviews. You know, do what you got to do, beat them up, kind of thing." And I was like, man, I almost did it, but then I was like, I'm not sure that's the direction I want to head in. And I said, with my economic situation, I said I would hate to be in a situation where it took me a long time to ship it back. So I cordially declined. I appreciated the offer. But yeah, man, Scab Choir Boys Outdoors, man, that dude's legit. He's if you hear me talking trash about certain other channels, Choir Boys Outdoors is most definitely not one of them. He's a good guy. Like I said, I've talked to him, privately and everything, and he's legit. He is 100% legit. He's not lying when he says he enjoys helping out a smaller channel and stuff like that because he legitimately offered to help me out. But I cordially declined, just like I said, due to current financial status and a few other things. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do the more knives, and I decided not to. I'm like, I don't. I really love knives. I do. I enjoy them, but I enjoy what I like. I don't want to. And I'd rather give an honest review of knives that I use frequently. So, but anyhow, yeah, Scab's an awesome dude, 110%. Anybody who says otherwise, yeah, they don't know what they're talking about, or they're just, they're jealous or something. I'm like, oh yeah, the slingshot over here. Yeah, this is the Simple Shot Scout LT2. I am gonna upgrade to the Pro version. I like it that much. I don't have any bands on it right now, clearly, but yeah, great slingshot, man. Good fun. Simple Shot's a nice American company. They do import some of their products, their bands and stuff, but yeah, overall, Simple Shot's pretty decent company. Yeah. That's yeah. Scab is definitely a solid dude. So yeah, I've always enjoyed his knife content. Yeah, Chevy slingshots are completely underrated. Well, no, I think it's fair. They caught a bad rap for a while with those wrist rocket things and everything. I've had a couple of those. They suck. They're not accurate. They don't fit in a backpack. They're not very packable. Yeah, those wrist rocket things, they kind of earned the slingshot a bad name. But the new modern flat band, these things, these are the bomb, man. I thoroughly enjoy those. Like, yeah, where is it? I gotta go it somewhere. Like, yeah, this style here, I think every Gen Xer's had a few of these. I think this is probably like my fourth or fifth one maybe throughout my life. And you want to like it, but it just, like it doesn't carry well, it doesn't pack well. Um, it's just not, portable friendly versus, this. This you can slip in a cargo pocket, your back pocket. Totally. You can carry this what I like to call Dennis the Menace style, right? Absolutely awesome slingshots. And this is the LT2. If you got bigger hands, I got like little Sally McSally hands. So the LT2 works great for me, but the Scout X is a bigger version of this, which would probably fit these guys with the larger mitts. Um, yeah, you don't have to have everything new that comes out to be relevant. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to stick with, Nick. You don't have to have I guess you can have as much stuff as you want, but you don't have to have it all. And I'm more into like this modern woke thing. The only thing I'm rocking out is diversity. I'm rocking out diversity. That's the thing. I'm not a flashlight channel. I'm not a knife channel. We celebrate all kit here. Doesn't matter, we'll bust out the saws, the knives, the slingshots, the flashlights. And I've got a special spot for paracord. Those of you like, how can I say no to paracord? We do water filters, water bottles, yeah, different cooking systems. Yeah, we're that's about as woke as we get. Gear diversity. Joseph Henderson, annyeonghaseyo. How are you doing this morning, brother? we're having an early morning social, geeking out on some gear, having a fun time. But yeah, we're not going too overboard with the gear. We're enjoying some coffee as well because without coffee, we're gonna make a lot of people cry today. But it's okay, man. Um, yeah, I'm doing very well, man. Considering like everything going on in the world. But yeah, I'm doing very well. How about yourself? How you doing over there? You adjusting to the climate? Did you have some ramen noodles yet? There's the ramen noodles are different in South Korea than they are here. Yeah, I remember I had one similar to that one slingshot back in the yeah. I mean, they still sell them. Yeah, I had them in the 80s and the 90s and then yeah. Yeah, oh Hanson, yeah, we do get a little bit of fishing gear in here. I got to get better at that. I don't have much for fishing gear. I used to have like massive Plano boxes and bags full of it. Yeah, but now yeah, we got the Yoyito hobo reel, like pocket size fishing. And it'd be cool for survival and bushcraft or whatever. But man, just in general hiking or something, if you just I might fish, I might not. It's a different way without all the. I don't need 80 pounds of equipment. 100 pounds worth of soft baits alone. Ask me how I know that. But yeah, you can go fishing, having a good time with the pocket size fishing kit as well. Oh yeah. We still got some of these left. Anybody that's interested. Um, yeah, we got these the Troll Hunting Club, the FAFO division patches, with along with the Troll Sniper tab, and we sell both of these for $20. That includes shipping. So for $20, you get two patches shipped to your house, and yeah, there's only like 50 sets of these in existence. I think we're down to like 20. And then we have the fire starters that we made, the Bushcraft Rebooted pyro pucks, and these are the cotton rounds. There's like six in a tin. I mean, even if you quartered them out, you're talking like 24 fires. So yeah, we sell these as well, and these we ship two for $20 as well. Whoops, there we go. Back in front of the camera. Way to go, Ricky Bobby. But yeah, we ship two of these tins for $20, and that includes the shipping. So, fun little project we did here on the channel. We took a whole bunch of recipes for fire starters, and yeah, we burnt a lot of stuff in the house. Mrs. Bushcraft was like, "What are you doing?" I know we're just testing something. It's important. But yeah, I'm still cleaning soot off his stuff. But anyhow, yeah, we've got those the patches or the tins. Oh, South Korea on. Oh, what? We have an outbreak of a stomach parasite in the water. Oh man, on Camp Hovey again. Dude, I'm not kidding. Ask Mrs. Bushcraft. Okay, I was over there with the 8th Battalion, 8th Field Artillery Regiment, which is like right across from a rice paddy and all that. But besides the point, it was close to the motor pool, right? And so there was like gas, diesel, oil, stuff like that leaching into the drinking water. And we were drinking the water, right? And I ended up, well, like sitting down, like, whoa, this is not good. I went on sick call, right? So of course they're like, oh, you're dehydrated, you're a slacker or something. I'm like, dude, it's more than that. So they tell you, like, of course you're gonna drink more water when you're dehydrated. So you go back and we had the water fountains, the bubblers in the barracks, and we kept drinking water out of that. It made the problem worse. And then finally they came around the barracks, these, whatever, I don't know who they were, some NBC guys, right? And all that, they had a black plate, it looked like a black dinner plate. They would put some water on it, swirl it around, and you could see the contamination in the water. Yeah, dude, it's probably the same thing. Like or something's going. They're putting something in the water, dude. Same thing happened in 94, 95, Joseph. True story. I've told this story to Mrs. Bushcraft several times. She gets a kick out of it. But yeah, it is. It's like dysentery. You're just like squirting out the pooper all day. It's miserable, man. And then like our barracks were like there's we had a room of two, and then the bathroom in between. So four people shared the bathroom, but it had gone around to everybody. So you're in there like you're taking a number to use the commode. Oh yeah, it was miserable, dude. Yeah, yeah, do that, man. Test the water. Yeah, it's an all. Yeah, it went all through Camp Hovey, dude. Same exact stuff in 94, 95. Now I think it's like Operation Northwoods or something. It's there's yeah, man. How could they make the same mistakes? Like you think once a decade or something, there's some kind of freaky deaky testing going on at Camp Hovey. Um, our water we use for food, yeah, yeah, you do, and you use the water for coffee and everything like that. Man, yeah, this is call me a conspiracy theorist, dude. But you think it's coincidence the same thing was happening 30 years ago and now it's happening now? Yeah, I don't know, man. I would do some history checks on that. Um yeah, that was the same thing, man. Like everybody in the barracks was pissing out the pooper. I don't know if you can say that on YouTube, but you know what I'm saying, right? It's like, yeah, dude, you're like, you got the forehead popping out the vein. I mean, the vein popping out the forehead. See how bad it was? Like 30 years later, I'm still traumatized by that scenario. Legionnaire disease. Cannon, rar, what's happening? Welcome to the chat, everybody. Say hello to Mojo. I mean, Cannon, how you doing? It's another day in paradise. Yeah, Cannon. So Joseph over there in South Korea, in the army, man, and they're dealing with like some bad water, kind of like some Camp Lejeune action, right? Yeah, exactly. BNA, yeah, yeah, and it feels like it. It feels like you're like, oh, it's horrible, man. Like it's one of those situations where you think you're finally done, you get the paperwork done. You're like, all right, I can move on, and then yeah, you just finished doing the paperwork, and man, the whole thing just starts all over. I think the only perk to it is you end up with cramps so bad, you're like, dude, my six pack is gonna be the bomb after this. Like, mom, I'm gonna be my six pack is gonna be shredded. Um, what? I think it can kill you. Yeah. Chevy saying good morning, everyone. Any hydro fracking nearby? Yeah, but all Hanson, I'm telling you, man, the same thing was going on. I don't know about the hydro fracking, but the same thing was going on, like, man, 30 years ago, 94, 95. Yeah, they had to have a team come in, and like I said, all they did was it was a solid black plate. It looked like a dinner plate. They put some water on from the water fountain, swirled it around, and you could see the chemicals and everything. They tested some faucets, but it was all through the eighth of the eighth barracks. It was bad. Yeah, it ended up traveling all over Camp Obi. Which, yeah, man, I don't know if they still got the rice paddies going on there, but man, that's gonna wake you up in the spring. Like you're either gonna keep your window closed and you're gonna just sweat and be miserable, or you're gonna open your window and it's just gonna stink. They like it's evil over there, man. Like they rent out porta potties and stuff like that for FTXs, and then they take the contents of it and they use it to fertilize their rice paddies. So yeah, in the spring when they're fertilizing their rice paddies, it just the whole Camp Hovey stinks like poo poo soup. James Vanderbeek. Oh, I don't even know who that is. It was something else that is. Yeah. Yeah, there was something else at Lejeune. Yeah, but there's some type of water contamination thing going on. And yeah, Joseph is over there in stationed in South Korea. And it's funny because the same thing was going on in 94, 95. Like yeah, they got contaminants in the water. Everybody was like it was like dysentery level sick. And when I was one of the first ones that got it, and I rarely, if ever, went on sick call. But I was like, no, I got to get something for this one. So I went on sick call, and they're just like, oh, you're just dehydrated. Drink more water, slacker. Like you stop wasting our time. And it turned out being, I'm like, whatever. So I kept drinking more water, and it just got worse and worse. And then everybody else, within like 24 hours, 36 hours, everybody was, yeah, it was bad. What's DFAC? Unfortunately, I didn't qualify for it when I was stationed there. All of our DFAT got shut down. Yeah, dining facilities. Not bad then. I'm planning on trying a new spot fishing for cats. Yeah, fishy fingers fishing like catfish or other cats, man, like the kind that come in delicious Chinese food. That would be special, wouldn't it? What could possibly go wrong? What's everybody carrying today? Besides, Joseph's EDC is a bucket for today. A bucket with a cup pack of baby wipes duct taped to the side, right? Yeah, catfish, man. Not everybody loves the cat. Some of us are okay with hating on the cats. It's all good. What a shitty way to feel. Yeah, Nick. No pun intended, right? Absolutely spot on. It's how we make the world work, though. Yeah, it's the army. I'll get through it too easy, and I appreciate you, Nick. Well, Joe, seriously, yeah. Yeah, all joking aside, though, Joseph, yeah, man, I hope you're feeling better. That's always, I think we've all been there. So once you've been there, you're just like, oh, man, you poor bastard. I hope you feel better. But genuinely, yeah, man, that's a tough way. I think there's more to it, though. Call me a conspiracy theorist. I don't care, but it seems a little coincidental that the same exact thing was going on 30 years ago. Like literally, yeah, almost exactly 30 years ago. Yeah, 94, 95 to 2025, 2026. Yeah. Carrying my sage today so I can be like Tom. Everybody wants to be like me. No, that's just how's that one working out for you? The yeah, yeah, Pat carrying the it's a Sage 6, right? Yo, the massive bringer. Hello, how you doing? The last people who should have ever gone through something like that is our armed services. Yeah, it's man, it doesn't make any sense. Make it make sense, you know? Like how is the same thing going on? I don't know. It could be something completely different. I'm sure it is. Who really knows? But yeah, that is tough, man. Joseph, hoping you a speedy recovery. You know who else is making a recovery? Chaos Theory. We won't be seeing him for a few days. Yeah, he had a lot of dental work done yesterday, so he's on he's on a few prescription naps for the next few days. Yeah, he had some a lot of dental work done all at once. You know, nip it all in the bud kind of thing. So yeah, he's down for a few days, most definitely. So yeah, Chaos Theory is in the recovery department. Yeah, it was like last month he had eye surgery done. He's mostly recovered from that, and now he had a lot of dental work done, so he'll be recovering from that for a little while. Yeah, same knife, but has a button actuated liner lock. Yeah, how do you like that liner lock? I haven't really given those a try yet. I have had a button lock, the Spartan Blades Palas. That was a button lock. I like that pretty good. Yeah, I'll pray for him and for a speedy recovery. Yeah, thank you, Joseph, and we'll do the same for you, my man. Um, yeah, wow, 'tis the season, right? I mean, geez. But hey, you know, every time you get sick, it makes you appreciate being healthy. Yeah, if you're healthy most of the time, that's the best we can ask for. But yeah, wow, dude, I'm totally my. It was awesome. It's like when you first came here to the live. It's like wow, that's all. You're at Camp OV2. I've been there. You know. In fact, if you get a chance, if you have a beer once in a while, there was a little club called the Las Vegas Club in Tongdu Shan. Like as you go out the main gate, you'll have the little. You know, there's the MP CP stand right there. If you go straight down the main part On the right hand side, there was this little club called the Las Vegas Club, and it's like a country western bar. So I'm going there, kick back a pint for me, man. Um, I'll just take my Gerber Sumo with me fishing today. Hey, right on, man. Good thinking. Yeah, at least if you lose it, it's a Gerber. But yeah, I'm not. I'm totally. I have no clue what Gerber's making her sog anymore. I kind of stopped following them years ago. I'm sure they're butthurt about it, but it is what it is, right? Um, but yeah, man, it tis the season, man. It's yeah, I got a bunch of shoveling done yesterday. Yeah, just what else did I do? I don't know. Um, yeah, that. The short I put out yesterday, the public safety advisory on that the car wrap fraud thing, the scam going around. Dude, like 4 hours, it got like 38 views. I totally deleted it. I'm like, that's the lowest viewed video I've ever done. It was like, you got to be kidding me. I've put out brain farts that got 1,000 views in the first 10 minutes. So yeah, I was disappointed though. I'm like, wow, you think something like that, like a public service announcement on a scheme going around, you think they'd push that, but they don't. Yeah, I don't take my money knives with me fishing or work. Yeah, fishy fingers. That's good thinking, man. Um, yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. Yeah, you can lose it fishing, or forget it in the bottom of the tackle box, and then becomes a rusty version of what you had. Yeah, I totally agree. That like there's a time and a place for budget knives. I have a Gerber. Don't last. An NTC. Yeah, yeah. They used to make them good, man. Like I used to totally rock. Like I said, I had a Gerber LMF and a BMF, and then I had their the flick out multiplier, and I had a couple of the Gerber Gator folders. But man, have they gone? They've gone downhill over the years. I meet more people that are disappointed with them, or like yeah, some people if you want a $15 knife to throw in your tackle box, because you know you might cut some line or do something like that. Yeah, it's fine. Uh, but as far as like a yeah an EDC type thing, minus 42 views means less than zero are watching. Yeah, yeah, it was ridiculous, man. I ended up deleting it because then it caused everything else, like the reaction from that short, like all the other videos that YouTube was putting out, they stopped putting out. So the views just completely crashed. So I'm like, yeah, I'm deleting that. And I did, I deleted it. How's Miss B doing? Her shoulder? Yeah. Yeah, Nick, her shoulder's doing a lot better. She had yesterday and today off. She's still sleeping. Which is fine. The woman works like, 50 hours a week and more sometimes. So yeah, she is she's taking a break. She's still sleeping while we have our coffee. But yeah, she's doing great. She was disappointed about the monster car wrap thing too. She was like totally bummed out about that. Cuz she knows how much I love monster drinks cuz she picks them up when she does the grocery shopping. And I'm like, "Did you get any? Did you get any? Come on now, hook me up. Bring home the good stuff, mama." And yeah, even when Miss B and I first got together, she thought it was funny too, because yeah, I've worked with Red Bull and Go Fast, but even working with Red Bull and Go Fast, I was still consuming the Monster Energy, which is yeah, I would have cases of Red Bull in my office, like when I worked doing wingsuits. I did most of the Red Bull wingsuits and stuff like that, so. When they were coming in to pick them up, a little token of appreciation, they come in with a dolly, 10, 12 cases of Red Bull. Like, hey, where can we put these, man? These are for you. I'm like, put them next to the fridge. Or like, you want any in the fridge? Nah, man. But I would barter and trade with them, hook some friends up. Glad to hear Miss B is doing well. Yeah, she's doing great actually, considering everything in the world. Yeah, she's a tough cookie, that one. Not a pair. I have one single MP600. I have a pair of NP600s somewhere in a bag or something there. Oh, Nick, the MP600. Is that the Gerber multi tool or something? Yeah, I had a paraframe. I got it or missed that store. Yeah, other channels are having issues with the current YouTube algorithms, so they will hopefully roll back some of the latest changes. Yeah, yeah, it's been glitching like crazy, and I don't know why, but they changed the wrenches to shields. Like, I don't get it. But yeah, it's been glitching. Weird things have been happening. Yeah, you'll upload a video and nothing will happen, and so you redo it, and yeah, it's been crazy. It's been up and down with the views, with everything going on. Um, but I guess that's the evolution of the algorithm, right? It's constantly changing, constantly evolving. They're constantly giving us new stuff, but I can't complain, guys. I can't complain. I've been like we said, I've been doubling, tripling, quadrupling down, and as of today, my views are up 588% more than usual. Like, I'll give you the quick crunch, guys, because total transparency here. I usually get between 21.2 thousand and 31.2 thousand in a 28-day period. And in the last, and so far, I've gotten 194,000.8. Watch hours are up. I usually get about 340 watch hours. And I'm at 1,221.7 watch hours. Um, Subscribers, I usually get between 59 and 100 in a 28-day period, and I'm currently up 350. So yeah, dude, we've yeah, all that hard work's paying off. So, and I definitely appreciate all you guys for watching my second rate videos. Um, but hey, we are sticking to our promise, man. We are 100% AI free. There's no AI on this channel. We don't even know how to run that shit. And very minimal editing because hey, life is better unedited. Like, what's wrong with a little blooper or something like that? Just get to the point, get it over with already. We're working on it though. Um, nice, yeah. I'll tell you guys, for a medium-sized multi-tool, the SOG PowerPoint. I have heard some good news about the SOG PowerPoints. I had the SOG Power something rather. Whatchamajiggy. I think when I bought this one, they changed the name and charged me more. It took me 2 months to get the last 10 subs to 400. Yeah, fishy fingers. It's weird, man. Like, you can, yeah, you can grind it for a while and just get nowhere, and then yeah, things will just something will take off. In fact, for a while, when we were getting into some of the political conversations a little bit too much, maybe. I don't think too much. We have our conversations. But yeah, I did a 4.5 hour live, and at the end of the live, I was down 21 subscribers. Like, they just, if you don't agree with me, not me, but there's a group of people out there that if you don't 110% agree with us because they think it's 100% of something, then nothing is ever absolute. But yeah, they went on a smear campaign and, oh, you should unsubscribe to Bushcraft Rebooted because, he doesn't support criminals breaking into our country doing criminal things, because, yeah, so it is what it is. But hey, we got politicians in office. That Jasmine Crockett, oh wow, she just proved how stupid she is. Like, just because somebody commits crimes doesn't mean that they're a criminal. It's like, no, you idiot. That's exactly what it means. Like, there's the root of the problem right there. And then other politicians like, could you define a woman? Well, that's very No, it's really simple. It's really simple. It's something we learned very young, actually. But yeah, if you can't define a woman, you can't say what a woman is. You're an idiot, and you probably shouldn't be passing any kind of laws. And if you think just because somebody commits crimes they're not a criminal, you're an idiot. You shouldn't be passing laws, or you should in no way, shape, or form be doing anything in government. Maybe try doing nails or something. Maybe that's your thing. Work at a car wash, but you shouldn't be in government. It's small though time compared to a Leatherman. It is, yeah. So yeah, this is the SOG power thing that I have. It's got the power grinder gears thing. I had this thing for like maybe like 10 or 12 years. Eventually, the little springy thingy that keeps tension on the locking mechanism here. That's in the on the inside here. Eventually, that broke. There was a little metal thing right where this. Oh, here I got a pointy thing. Let's try the pointy thing. Ready, guys? We're moving up, man. This is advancements in my YouTubing. I got a pointy thing right here, where this rivet is. There was a metal plate there that had little uh, like leaf springs, and that would lock on here, and that's what kept these locked. But um, it got like it eventually fell out. I had it for a little while too. It ended up in my pocket. But yeah, that was the last SOG that I owned, and that was the problem. Oh, now it's all messed up. No, there we go. We can. It's not fixed, but we can close it again. But yeah, that was my luck with Saga. It oddly lasted for a long time, but I bought it through Paragear. So I think anything you buy through Paragear, they jack the price up. Okay, I just need something that I can. Joseph Henderson joined, new channel member. Everybody, welcome Joseph. Welcome aboard, my man. We definitely appreciate it. Awesome, awesome. I think we're just about at like 10 members now. I'm gonna have to check after the live, and then we're gonna start doing some members only lives as well. That way, there the conversation can go, wherever you guys want it to go. BNA, yeah. Oh, that was an awesome story, man. Yeah, BNA lost his Leatherman, and yeah, after a while, you're thinking, well, maybe somebody liked it more than you did, or whatever. Maybe it fell out or something. And then, yeah, like a year later, BNA's like, I found my Leatherman. I'm like, where was it? He was up doing some work on the roof, and he found his Leatherman on his roof. That was absolutely priceless, man. I just about fell out the chair laughing. Absolutely, it was just spectacular. Awesome, awesome. And yeah, because he was looking for it. He wanted to give it to his son, and couldn't find it. And then yeah, he found it, cleaned it up. Yeah, how is that doing now, BNA? Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, we try to keep it real here. We really do. We're not into modern YouTube, and I'm not here to entertain anybody's ADD, with flashy, like, oh, look, edit here, edit there. I mean, every once in a while I trip over the tripod, and that's about as good as our special effects get around here. But yeah, we keep it real, man. It's a tight knit crew here. Definitely got a great circle of friends here. I'm sure you've noticed a lot of them come back. Like some of them I'm friends with, like regardless of YouTube. B&A, Nick Martino, Chaos Theory. There's a few others as well. But yeah, man. Hey, welcome aboard, Joseph. We definitely appreciate it, and hopefully you make a speedy recovery as well. Are you sending it in for warranty? Where yeah, the cool part of the PowerPoint when it's closed, the end where the pliers are, except a 1/4 inch bit. It's cool. Yeah, that is cool, man. Yeah, this doesn't do that. But yeah, it was a great tool. I use it a lot in the rigging loft. That's why I got the stainless version for this one. But yeah, I would use it for setting closing loops and things like that. Different things. Yeah, I want to look at a job at a previous client of mine, and went up on the roof, and there it was from the year before. Yeah, that's awesome, BNA. That was it's such a happy story. It really is. It was lost, but now it's found. It's almost it's great. Um yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, how much are those going for? Yeah, Joseph, you can probably find it. If maybe not at the PX, but maybe clothing and sales. I don't know how they run that stuff nowadays. I know there was like a big change out with AFES. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. It's definitely different from the '90s. Nick, I probably will then give it to my boy Kai, who's bound to have a yeah. A few Kershaws. You can find them normally, Joe, between four. Yeah, 40, $50 isn't bad. What would be the Leatherman equivalent to that? Nick is kind of like he's our Leatherman guy. Nick loves the Leatherman, and yeah, by far knows more about Leatherman than me. Like I enjoy Leatherman. I like their stuff. I've got a few of their tools. I've got I've got the Surge and the Wave Plus and the bit kits and everything. I've bought like three signals, but I gave them all away. They were gifts. So, like that's why I bought them was for gifts. But I got to check them out. And I'm like, oh, I'm not a big fan of the signal. I might down the road give the like the 300M or the rebar a try. Oh, something beeped. Probably not Joe. It makes a great companion multi-tool. Yeah, I think that's how it works, man. Like, yeah, you've got like your primary and then the companion one, and that's exactly why I bought the Surge and the Wave Plus. Is like my Surge is the bigger, get the job done one, where I'm more apt to use it. It's got more options. It's a more robust tool, and then the Wave Plus is more my EDC. I'm probably like on the pavement. I'm not gonna really need it too much. I might though, but I don't want to carry the weight of the Surge. So that's why I got the Wave Plus, and I think that's kind of yeah, big tool, little tool, kind of like the same thing I do with the knives, right? Like I've always got my primary field utility, whatever knife, and then I've always got something piggybacked on there to like I need something really sharp, or I only got to cut some chicken or some pepperoni or something. I don't know. I always wanted the super tool. Yeah, I've looked at the super tool quite a bit. In fact, I would probably buy the Super Tool 300M over like the Arc. In fact, you can buy a Super Tool 300M and the rebar with a matching paint job, right? For less than the cost of the Arc. Yeah, I think if you bought the rebar, yeah, the rebar and the 300M is like 130 and the rebar is like 80. So like 210 for those two tools versus 250 for the Arc. I'm getting I'm getting stingy in my old age, And it's not stingy, it's frugal. I'm frugal, man. I'm not cheap, I'm frugal. I'm looking for a bargain. I'm looking to diversify my toolkit. Mark Maynard, I carry a Wave Plus every day in the oil field. That tool is amazing. Yeah, right on, Mark. Yeah, I just got mine back in December. So like, a little over 2 months, 2.5 months ago. And I absolutely yeah, it's a great tool. I thoroughly enjoy it. It's a little less weight on the trousers, a little less weight on the belt. But yeah, there's my Wave Plus. It's still looking brandedy new. I haven't beat it up too much. Um Am I Zachary? No, I'm not Zachary Fowler. What in good? What made you think that? No, man. I have a better voice. I'm much more charming. I have a very magnetic personality. No, I'm not Zachary Fowler. I was blown away by how much I love the PowerPoint. Yeah, Nick definitely loves it. So yeah, I was surprised by how long the finish holds up. Yeah, the black oxide finish is pretty good. Where's my it's in my chest rig. Yeah, here's one the black oxide finish. This is my Surge, and for some reason something about these parts right here, these used to be like this. So this is a Surge I've had for like 6 years or so. Yeah, about 6 years. And this is the Wave Plus I've had for about like 2.5 months. And for some reason, these end bits, the black oxide wore off, but not too much on the body. There's some around the edge. But I do pouch this. This is typically goes in the belt pouch when I was carrying it. So it does prevent some wear having it in the pouch rather than bouncing around a pocket and everything. And I did have, I don't know what's going on here. Um, Come on, light, work with me. Yeah, there's, I don't know what it is on this. What's this little latch thing called? Nick, help me out here, brother. The saw attachment specialty clampy thingy, whatever the hell it's called. Yeah, there's some like it's, I don't know if it's so much wear or if it's like corrosion or something. It's hard to tell. Hand oil's rubbing it down. This folding knife right here. This is the Spyderco Sage 5 CF. But you can't buy these anymore. They're like discontinued. But yeah, this is one that was gifted to me by B&A. Whoops. Operator error. Twice, man. Yeah, I'm losing it today. There we go. Back to normal. But I'm also not in the military. Oh, I wish I would have joined. I've had rust issues in humid environments. Yeah, another few inches of snow. Snow's almost dead. Yeah, B&A, and then you guys talk about it in the morning, and then I end up getting it in the afternoon. I think we got a lot of west to east winds going on, that lake effect snow. So yeah, the other day we were talking. Yeah, Nick's like, oh, it's snowing like a wild banshee here. And I'm like, oh, really? And then yeah, a few hours later, same exact thing. Yeah, it's snowing like a wild. Yeah, it was snowing in the morning, and then afternoon it was snowing here. So the winds were honking, man. I see it warming up a little in the forecast. Rob, ground control to Major Tom. Swineplex, hello, welcome to the chat. Oh, it's rigger Tom, man. Wouldn't you like to be a rigger too? Now come on now, hook a rigger up, son. I can say it, you guys can't say it. It's on my airman certificate that I'm a rigger, so you have to have the airman certificate with your rigger rating in order to use that word. Only we can use it. But if you do, we're not going to get violent about it. But come on now, rigger, please. Um, Only had the one snowstorm, a couple. Yeah, man, we're getting snowstorms like every other day here. Yeah, I'm worried. I'm gonna have to go shopping for a new shovel. There we go. There's a good video. Hey, here's a shovel that moves snow. You should get a shovel and move snow too. Damn, with a hard R2. Yeah, there's no messing around with that, B&A. You know how we roll around here. It is what it is. Oh, wow, because this one time at Skydive Camp, no kidding. I actually talked a pilot in that, it was the end of the day. He was, everybody was tired. Everybody wanted to go home and call it a day, but I didn't get in enough jumps. And I wanted to get up and do a fun jump, and the pilot's like, man, I just tied down the plane. I'm like, well, I'll untie it. Like, let's go up. And then I'm like, I ended up being like, come on now, man, hook a rigger up. You know what I've been doing all day? I just want to get one jump in now, hook a rigger up. Yeah, we got a chuckle out of it. So he ended up flying us back up. Fishy fingers. I'm in New Hampshire, like central-ish New Hampshire, and yeah, so I shouldn't be surprised by the snow. But this spring, I'm planting palm trees because every place I've lived where there's palm trees, guess what? There's no snow. I think that if you put it together, like if you plant palm trees, it won't snow. So that's how that works. I'm gonna prevent not throughout the entire state, just in my little area. Plant some palm trees. We're done with the snow. Well, it's currently 21 degrees. I don't know what it is here, Nick. I can check in one quick jiffy. Same here, man. It is currently 21 degrees. It's supposed to be sunshiny. It's not. They're lying. It's cloudy out. Um, but yes, not terrible. Yeah, it's better than we had a few weeks where it was, in the single digits at best, but mostly in the negatives with like 20, 30 plus mile an hour winds honking. It was some rough weather for a while, guys. But hey, we made it through it. Everybody survived. We're all doing well. No complaints whatsoever. Wide right on of 21 here. Yeah, they sadly are now downsized riggers in the air. Yeah, well, airborne doesn't apply the way it does anymore, Joseph. It's not as useful for like mass drops and stuff like that, where you're doing like mass airborne drops of 400. That stuff worked in D-Day back in the day, but yeah, it's not as useful as it used to be. Even Halo and Hey-Ho is just, I mean, with helicopters and stuff, it just air assault makes more sense. The only time like Halo or Hey-Ho comes, well, more so Hey-Ho, is you can get out at a pretty, you can get out well, yeah, 20 plus miles away if you really wanted to, if you know what you're doing. Yeah, you can get out 20 miles away. You can fly a parachute. You can take a downwind honking the whole way, and parachutes aren't detectable by radar and stuff. So yeah, there's like an insert application for Hey-Ho. Halo is kind of like no point. But yeah, yeah, it's not as applicable towards the military as D-Day, stuff like that. So yeah, there's been a lot of I used to do a lot of contract work. In fact, if I had a money to get a certificated rigging loft going, I could do contract work for the government now. But it has to be a certificated rigging loft. It has to meet all kinds of requirements. Has to be climate controlled, heat, humidity, all that other stuff. Very expensive to put together. Oh, you didn't miss anything, man. You did not. Airborne school kind of sucks, to be honest. Like, it's cool. It's cool when you're 18 and you go to airborne school and you're like, yeah, I'm jumping out of airplanes. Everybody's like, yay! Like, you're so excited, like, woo. And then you find out that, you're basically like glorified cargo host, and you start jumping squares and you're like, wow, you're a canopy pilot, not a parachute passenger. Um, yeah, totally different ball game. So yeah, once you start flying squares, like, man, screw that round stuff. Like, I got gypped. You're just, yeah, you're glorified cargo. Jeremy DeWitt hurt his back jumping in Fallujah. Yeah, Halo are reserved for special forces only now. Yeah, yeah, and rightfully so, because if you took you can only jump small numbers when it comes to squares and stuff, because yeah, if you had a mass exit of 400 people all doing squares, I've been to that stuff, and with the best skydivers in the world, we're talking the best in the world, and accidents are still going to happen with mass exits like that at like world record big ways and stuff, as we call it. But yeah, could you imagine like 418-year-olds just zipping around all over the sky? Doesn't work well. Yeah, but they don't even jump that much. Most of them suck. At jumping, I'll fly circles around those guys any day of the week. And if YouTube tries forcing down my throat like Navy SEALs jump into a stadium, so what? Big deal. They learn those tricks from like real skydivers. In fact, most of the special forces guys that I know, because I trained a whole bunch of them, at best they've got a few hundred jumps at best. Some of them have like sub 100, like 80 to 100 jumps after like 22 years. And yeah, I'll fly circles around them all, but that's my forte, Like, I'm not going to beat them in a three-gun match, but I'll fly circles of them up there in the sky because, yeah, I get up there. I don't just skydive; I pin fly the sky. Where's that jump site you told me to go to in Cali? Yeah, Lake Elsinore. Lake Elsinore is a good one in California, but do not whatever you do, don't go to Lodi. Lodi is the most unsafe skydiving center in the world, hands down. Like, yeah, they just a lot of unrated tandem instructors, unrated instructors. Yeah, like steer completely clear of Lodi, California. Lake Elsinore is pretty good though. Also, Paris Valley. Paris Valley is another great one. Paris Valley also has it's an older wind tunnel, but it's a wind tunnel. So you can hit the wind tunnel, fine tune your free fall skills, make that portion a little bit more comfortable. Comes at a nominal fee. But yeah, hit up the wind tunnel, sign up for AFF, and you'll do great, man. Yeah, Joseph, I wasn't a jump master in the army. I got my airborne wings in the army, and I actually got stuck in a leg unit. Actually, in Camp Hovey, dude. Yeah, I went from airborne school to Camp Hovey, 8th Battalion. Yeah, I was in the first of the 507th PIR Bravo Company for airborne school, and then after airborne school, we kind of got separated. Our OSET unit didn't do so well, and then I went to the 8th Battalion, 8th Field Artillery Regiment at Camp Hovey. So I got stuck in a leg unit. As soon as I got back stateside, I got into civilian jumping though. Finished out my military and then started jumping as a civilian. But as a civilian, I've got every USPA rating there is. I'm an FAA certificated master parachute rigger. I jumped for 27 years from 93 until 2020 and involved in all sorts of skydiving, like every aspect of it, whether it was RW, big way, crew, canopy, relative work, free flying, angle flying, competitive four-way. Went to nationals in 2004 with Team Mass Defiance. Yeah, and then yeah, I've got over 19,000 jumps, and we put together a company called Flight University, and which specialized in canopy piloting skills, advanced canopy piloting skills, and we would train a lot of the military guys in HAHO and Halo. Also, the military, the Green Beret, the Navy SEALs, all that. They don't use their own instructors. We're the ones that certify them. They go through the civilian AFF accelerated free fall course. So yeah, a lot of Navy SEALs and Green Berets and stuff were students of mine. So that's how I know how good they're not. But that's all we do. We jump, 7 days a week from sun up to sundown. When the sun's not up is when I get the work done in the rigging loft. But yeah, I would have loved to. Well, no, now that I know what I know about parachutes and everything, I would not want to. I wouldn't want to be an instructor at the airborne school, at the military one, because that would just suck pounding into the ground doing PLFs all day. In fact, I found one of these. This was back in 2017. One of my buddies, Scotty Burns, was opening up a new wingsuit flying school. And I was going to go back and be like the supervising master rigger, one of the head instructors. But yeah, this was the school right here. Flight School Wingsuit Skydiving Academy. This was in DeLand, Florida. But I came back up to the Northeast that spring, like end of February, beginning of March, with Mrs. Bushcraft. And unfortunately, Scotty Burns passed in 2017's. And it was like July of 2017. That was the end of the flight school. Scotty Burns is a longtime sky jumper as well, skydiver, whatever you want to call us. So yeah, a little flight school, a little memorabilia here. I'm gonna look into getting this like laminated and framed or something. But yeah, so I spent like 7 years doing R&D and test jumping wingsuits. So yeah, I've done it. I've traveled a lot, done a lot. Wingsuit skydiving, it is, man. Yeah, wingsuiting is the bomb diggity, like being a flying squirrel. Cruising the clouds. Oh, such a good time. Team Gravy, yeah. I could have been, but yeah, rather than being a jump master at airborne school, like I said, jumping rounds, squares is where it's at. If you've got to do both to appreciate either. You do a few rounds, jumping rounds, whatever. Like, who does that anymore, anyhow? Besides military airborne, there's an old group of airborne guys that get together in Zephyr Hills, Florida, like once a year for a week, and they do their round jumps and stuff. It's like, get out of our way, dude. But jumping squares is where it's at. You really are piloting a flyable wing. Rounds, you're just glorified cargo. It's a modified cargo parachute that they're using for rounds. Squares are actually, they fly. They have forward movement, forward drive. You steer them, and the smaller they get, the faster they are, and the more twitchy they get. Rob, I'm sure you know Andy. Dude, there's a lot of Andys on this planet. And depends on when it was. I've been out of it since 2020. But yeah, say I bet you know Scott. I bet you know Ricky. Yeah, Andy's a pretty vague and general name. Yeah, you probably know David. Which David? Yeah, where? See now I'm starting to think these guys are trolls. I bet you know Ricky Bobby too, don't you? Huh? Um, my division commander just canceled everyone's air assault packets. Oh, that sucks. Air assault school is I think that's more applicable. Yeah, but it's not yeah, it's cool. Air assault school. Um yeah, air assault school ain't nothing but a joke. Can be, wants to be like me, airborne. Yeah. Yeah, shake and bake, baby. You get you some Ricky Bobby. Yeah, I love that when people come in here like, I bet you know, like, you know how many Andys there are, you know how many Davids there are. Yeah, unless you're throwing last names out there too, you might as well be saying nothing. Um, yeah, and yeah, and transferring to schools and stuff like that's a nice break in the monotony of day to day life. Yeah, you get to eat in a different mess hall. You get to socialize with some different people. Yeah, but yeah, nothing. I'm not thinking. I know a couple Indies, but yeah, we were doing awesome, awesome. Oh yeah, grinding for promotion points. I hear you, man. Yeah, some correspondence courses, college courses, stuff like that. That's a great way to grind as well. And maintaining a high score on your PT test. That's a good way. David, for my division, our commander was Captain Crunch. Let's see. I wonder, man. Rob's starting to sound like one of those. Oh, there you go. Oh, you're one of those Anquifa dudes. You got the face mask on. You got the glasses. You got the hat. You got it all going on, brother. You've been a member since December 10th of 2017. 4 subscribers, nothing posted, so you had to feel important by having some alt accounts subscribe to your channel, man. That's awesome. So how long you been trolling there, dude? Yeah, Rob, how long you been trolling? In fact, I'm almost starting to think you look a bit familiar. I'm not gonna say it, but you look like a dude that's yeah, he's one of those oh, I got a septum ring kind of mentality dudes that believes like, oh, there's no such thing as an illegal human in a stolen country. It's like, or in stolen land or whatever, but it's not stolen, it's been conquered, you tool. Um I'm undercover. I can't. Yeah. I'm sure you're undercover, right? Are you working for the Transformers? Is that it? Anquifa. Yeah. Yeah, it's Anquifa, run by Queen Queefalot. You know that dude, right? um, oh yeah, and yeah, Joseph is still in the daily grind of it. That is awesome, man. Yeah, best wishes. I wish you a yeah, all your entire time in service, man. I hope you're safe and well taken care of. But Nick, air assault is like a type of school where you learn to sling load and rappel out of helicopters. Yeah, that picture was actually in Boulder Special Ops here. Yeah. I'm sure you're a special ops guy, just coming in here hanging. Well, actually, we do have a couple of those guys. While I'm talking about it, damn man, we got an Apache pilot hanging out with us now. Like we're moving up in the world, dude. Apaches, man. They not only have machine guns, but they've got missiles too. Wow, dude was hanging out last night. I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling a little bit insignificant. I'm like, an Apache pilot. Like dude's legit too. Um, but yeah, we do have some Green Berets that hang out here. Phobos Nice. Eric Hansen's been here on occasion, hanging out, having a conversation. He stops in every once in a while for a listen, along with some of his associates. Sail, sleep, eat, and lift shit. Yeah. Um. Oh, that's awesome, Joe. That picture was actually in bold. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know spec op guys. They wear some camo and whatnot, but yeah, dude, you don't look like spec ops. You look like more like Sir Cream Puff Mac Daddy wannabe. That's more yeah. That super flat hat brim. Like I don't know, man. That was kind of the giveaway, man. Yeah, that's what's making you look like a tool. I suppose we could zoom in on that, find out a little bit more, but C Ortega is what he has on there. I've just started my college for OCS. Right on, yeah. Yeah, Joseph, OCS solid plan, especially if you're careering it up. Um, it's what all the cool kids are doing. Nick, it's USA citizen like you. It is, it is. Yeah, Joseph, you're totally right about that, man. It is the law-abiding, honest Americans that make military service worth doing it. It's you're you're not doing it for the money. You're not doing it for It's definitely like full time and then some work hours. But yeah, it's a good, hardworking American citizen. Raising their family, enjoying their hobbies, enjoying their freedoms. That's what makes military service worth it. Yeah, the 160th dropped me in that mountain, and then I threw a football over it. Yeah, whatever. I appreciate that, Joe. Yeah, Nick is. Nick's good people, man. A lot of the people in here are good people, except for the trolls, But as far as the regulars and stuff like that, the people that frequent this channel, yeah, they're all good, hardworking, honest Americans. Yeah. But the trolls that come through here with their lines of crap that you can, smell them a mile away. Alphonse. Um, Olive, but yeah. That's not what your country can do for you, but you can do for your country. Exactly, Joseph. Um, yeah, 110%. If more people thought like that, I don't think we'd be dealing with all the crazies that we're dealing with now. No doubt about that. But what can you really do about it? Wow, man down. How'd you like that Broncos game, Nick? Oh, yeah, salute to our military services. Yeah. Oh, was that the. Oh, I don't know. No, Nick can handle it. Nick's a tough guy. Yeah, yeah. Are you talking about the one that they lost? That's rubbing a little salt in the wound, though. I don't even go there. um, have a great day heading to work. Slingberger was hanging out. Right on, my man. Have an awesome day. Thanks for hanging out. We definitely appreciate you being here. And yeah, have a great day, man. Be safe out there. Keep your head on a swivel. Watch out for the crazies. They're everywhere. Um, but yeah, I definitely, yeah, Nick Martino, he had a rough go of it, man. He did a ton of driving to go watch his team play. Yeah, 3,200-mile drive home on a loss, and then went out to do a little ice fishing for recovery, and yeah, he got skunked. It's like, Nick, man, I don't know. I feel bad for you. Oh, B&A, you heading off as well? B&A's heading to work. Yeah, it's about that time, isn't it? Yeah, it's about that hour, guys. Time to make the donuts. Actually, we've been wow, we're like well over our 2 hour line. But yeah, guys, we're gonna wrap this one up in a minute here. We definitely want to give Joseph a warm welcome. He's our newest channel member, just signed up today. and we'll do our best to bring you the real world guy. And definitely, hey, thanks for your service, man. We definitely appreciate everything you do. Some of us have walked in those shoes, but we've passed the torch along, and other people are doing it. So, hey, man, we appreciate your service. We appreciate you being here. We enjoy your solid input and conversation. That's what it's a lot of like. That's what our lives are about, at least. Like some good solid conversation, exchanging some knowledge, having a laugh. Depends on how the day goes. Depends on how the community is doing. Because nothing heals more than a good laugh. Um, so yeah, we try to. Yeah, Pat, have an awesome day, man. I'm sure we'll see you sooner than later. We definitely appreciate you being here, but yeah, we're gonna wrap this one up. I think Mrs. Bushcraft's getting up pretty soon. I'm sure she will. She doesn't really sleep in too much, so we'll have I'll have another cup of coffee with her, and I'm sure she'll. How'd your life go? We'll talk about it all. We'll talk. I'm definitely talking to her about the thing going on in South Korea there at Camp Hovey. The same thing going on like 30 years ago is going on now. So yeah, man. Hopefully you got a private bath. Um, yeah, never ever. Yeah, yeah. Nick's not going to be doing that twice. But yeah, hey, we definitely appreciate everybody. It's always a good time here. We definitely enjoy the regulars. Everybody else passing through. We appreciate you as well. Stick around, hang out. If you've been lurking or trolling, we appreciate you too because your numbers count just as much. So yeah, thanks to all the lurkers and trolls. Thanks for your clicks and views, your comments that help with the chat rate and everything like that. You're trying to hurt us, but you're helping us, you stupid tools. We appreciate you. But we definitely appreciate our channel members, all of our regulars here on Bushcraft Rebooted. Everybody go out there, try to be the best version of yourself that you can today. But be careful out there. Keep your head on a swivel. Stay alert. Stay alive. And we will see you guys on the next one. Have an awesome day, everybody.